All right, so Springfield is an awesome map. I love this map, and I'll just give you some tips on how to play it. This stuff should work in solo play. Definitely like levels up through silver at least. So first you got to get your far home beacon. Obviously people usually get their near home beacon, but you have to get your far home beacon as well. You don't want to leave any of these beacon lights open. So you have to choose between centering your far home beacon and the only person out there. I'd start with that. Center's going to change, but you got to have this one, no question. And then you got to defend it. In solo play, people usually don't have responsibilities, so keep your eyes open to defend beacons that nobody else on your team is paying attention to. And your far home beacon is sometimes your most attackable one. So definitely be ready to take care of that. Second, you want to own the map as a team. That on Springfield, there's usually two battles that happen at the same time. There's a battle for center over here in the field, and then there's a battle in the city um, for each other's home beacon. And you kind of have to fight those same battles at the same time, which means you have to coordinate as a team. So, when you first play, you're trying to just shoot everything up, and that's fun. But eventually, that gets difficult as people get better and their bots get stronger. And at that point, really the only way to win is to have good teamwork. So here I am, pretty close in a Fury Zeus. I really wouldn't call this camping. I'm pretty much getting in the mix. And I think if you have a Fury, you just treat it like another bot. Like get up there and shoot. You don't have to be far away. But as you come forward, you shorten the playing field. You give red less room to operate. So play as a team, own the map. Also, be ready to play D, that you have to play offense and defense on this map. So I wanted to get that far home beacon, but I was concerned about Red had taken our city beacon, and I wanted to make sure that I could keep them from trying to come up and steal our far home beacon. So if you're the last person out, the last person back, then that's your responsibility. You gotta make sure that the coast is clear behind you before you can advance forward. And hopefully, if you run back, it's going to encourage other teammates to do the same. So that was great. I initiated the attack, and a couple people followed suit. Pressure campers if you can. If you have an Ancelot or a Lancelot for what it's worth, or some kind of shielded bot, and you see the other team has a bunch of lasers, you can actually take these things head on. So go ahead and do that. And you can do that to a certain extent with an Ansel and taking on Furies on this board. So in this case, there's just a lot of them in lasers. So this is kind of, and they love to shoot their lasers. So I just kind of ran in there and just kind of like pressured all of them. So I wanted to take some out and then have them focus on me instead of my teammates. I eventually do go down, but don't be worried about campers on this board. You can handle this, and the best way to go about it is, just get a Lancelot, get an Ansel if you can. But you can do this with a Galahad as well, but you'll need the Ansel shield if you're going to take on Tridents. And this little sneaky tip there, run up the back of that hill. Alright, but tie them up pretty long over there. Again, here I am. That hill provides great cover to come up and pressure people camping up over here. So they can't really hit you until you're really within shooting range. So use that hill to your advantage and come up and attack these bots. So there's some basics on Springfield. I could say a lot more, but this is a little bit to get started. I love this map. Take the time to learn how to play it and own it.
Woo woo! Thanks so much for watching. If you like this, then like it up on YouTube, man. Quit playing around.
More coming soon. Stay tuned. If you have any requests, let me know. Stay awesome.